Okay, welcome back. As promised, here's the combat. So I went ahead and played this card, the ambush card, as promised. And what I did was it gave me 5 activations. It gave me, I activated Southwest Pacific, which is here in Moresby. Okay, and then I activated activated for 5. So 2 plus 3 is 5. So I activated all these 5 units. I activated the Enterprise and Lexington and moved them off Guadalcanal, so it doesn't, so it's not affected by the. Um, uh, at least you'll have to play by the. It'll have to be affected by the uh, the air parity rule. Otherwise, if I didn't move it out of Guadalcanal, it would be the battleships could destroy it. So I had to move that out. In addition to the 2 carriers, I activated the MAW air unit in Bougainville, as well as the Northampton and the Mississippi and the U.S. Asia cruiser. The Mississippi stayed where it was because it was in Guadalcanal already. So basically, we counted it all up, and it was 105 Japanese versus 55 Allied. So Japanese are, they were, almost twice the firepower of the U.S. But we have surprise. We have the first strike. And it says here that if you look at the ambush card, is that the ally activate during all battles of this offensive, the allied player achieves a critical hit, result in all modified air naval combat die rolls of 9 or greater. That means I have to roll. If I want critical hits, I need to be rolling a 5 or more, and that's important because I need to hit 5 or more, and that's a critical thing because if I don't hit 5 or more, I will just have a regular, let's say, full result, and that's 55 allied hits, 56 allied hits, and I have to distribute that among the carriers and the battleships. All right, so you're not going to get the midway kind of result where you sank all the carriers and so on. So we need to roll 5 or more to get the 9 or greater, the critical hit. Okay, so there's 5, 6, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a 50-50 result. Yeah, 5 or greater would be good. Less than 5, not so good. Okay, so I was the attacker. I rolled a 5 and critical hit, and then so I was able to do that. So I got 56 hits. So the 56 hits takes out the Shokaku, the Soryu, and okay, 50, the Shokaku and the Soryu take out. That's 48 hits. Okay, so that gives me 8 points more, and 50. Oh no, I have. Wait a minute. I have 56 allied. I took out 48, so that left me another 8. So I could have flipped Junio, and I didn't. Hmm. That's too bad. So anyway, he reduced to 77. So he rolls 0 of all things. So that's like the worst possible situation. So he scored 20 hits, okay, on me. And so he flipped the Lexington because he does have an air unit here, okay. And he flips the Lexington, and that's it. He can't hit anybody else. Well, I guess he could have hit the Northampton, couldn't he? Yeah. Did he miss it? What did I do? What? Oh, you know what happened? And I hit the Soryu and the Shikaku, not thinking I only had, because of the air parity rule, I only had 2 carriers, 2 air units. I only could stick 2 of his ships, but I forgot I had this Marine air unit, gives me a 3rd air unit, so I should have been able to hit him. This is the battle hex right here, so I should have been able to hit him. So that I should have been able to flip the junior and I missed it. But when he hit me, he flipped the Lexington, and maybe I left it to him to to flip whatever units he wanted later on. Maybe he wants to flip Northampton or some other. Um, so that's it. Basically, that was the big battle. I was able to. I got a very good midway kind of midway-esque result here because I was able to sink essentially four carriers, the Shokaku, the Zuikaku, the Soryu, and the Hiryu, basically the heavy Japanese carriers, and he hit one half of my carriers, the Lexington Yorktown, the Lexington Yorktown combo or something like that, and he sank one of them. So Lexington takes a hit, but remember these hits are replaceable. The Lexington and the Enterprise are not yellow dot units. So this is a pretty crazy battle. It was very midway-esque, and I was able to really shell his forces. So we have the PBM um, coming next, and so on. Uh, this is basically it. This is basically the turning point of the war for us. The war went on for the rest of it kept running until turn 10 or something, or turn whatever. I don't remember. I think it was turn 10. But here, basically, he lost his carrier strength, his air strength in the South Pacific, and it was quite a bummer for him, a shock for him. Kudos to him. He didn't give up right away. He said, fight on, fight on. So you got to give respect. But this is where basically the game turned, and it's crazy, crazy battle. Anyway, um, next time we'll go on and see what happens next. Okay. Thank you for listening.